Hi teammates, welcome back once again to Vicky's Tube IQ. And yay, we have been monetized. In case you're wondering, not on this channel, in my other channel. And finally, after monetization process, the steps and processes in getting yourself the Google AdSense pin, finally our pin has arrived. And that is why I said let me come here, because we don't gatekeep, and share with you my amazing teammates, because we want to grow together, we want to learn together. And the things that I went through, I don't want you to go through them. I want to make it an easy breezy process for you. So today I will definitely react to a video of someone else on the steps and process, right, of how you can go through your Google AdSense form process, filling the form from the moment you have been accepted and your AdSense account has been created or linked. That Google AdSense form, the tax payment area, that form that you definitely fill, right, before you have to wait for your pin. I will give you a screen record of how that form, okay, is being filled, and the things you need to do, how you need to fill the form so that you do not run into issues. Because one thing is to get monetized, being accepted into the YouTube partnership program, and another thing is the process of filling that form, even the tax payment form, your address, your everything. So I want to share with you with a screen record how it's been done, because I'd already done mine before filming this video. But after sharing that screen record, I will also explain to you how you can fill your form in with the screen record to get your pin delivered to you very fast and easy, and how I did mine. So if that is what you're interested in, sit back, relax, and go nowhere, because you will get value at the end of the day, and you will not make any mistake when your time of monetization comes, or if you are having issues already. So sit back and enjoy.
Let me quickly show you how to submit tax information in Google AdSense. Now, this is the most updated Google AdSense tax information video that you will see on YouTube. But before we begin, if you want a complete easy guide on how to apply for the YouTube monetization, or what we call the YouTube partner program, then watch the video currently displayed on your screen, because I did justice to that. So having said that, let's quickly get to the easiest step-by-step how to submit tax information in Google AdSense in this video. So the first thing you want to do is to sign in to your Google AdSense account using adsense.google.com. And once you enter, scroll all the way down to the payment tab and click it. And once you do that, these two options will appear to you. Go ahead and click payment info. These tax information settings work for both YouTube and blog AdSense, so don't worry if you are a blogger or a YouTuber. Scroll down and click manage settings. Now, before I continue, please do know that I'm just recording this video to show you how I submitted my tax information in Google AdSense so I can receive my AdSense payment. So please don't take this video as a financial advice or tax professional advice. If you need one, then you should see your lawyer or your tax professional that is certified to do so. Alright, so let's continue. So now scroll down until you get to the Ireland and the United States tax information here. If you live in Ireland, then click the pencil icon in front of the Ireland option. But if you live in any other country, including the US, then click the pencil icon next to the United States. Then click Manage Tax Info. Once again, come to the United States section here and click Add Tax Info. A pop-up will appear. Click Start Form. Once you do, you will need to sign in again with your Gmail account, so go ahead and do that. Okay, if your AdSense account is just for you as an individual, then click the individual option, and if it is for a company, then click the non-individual/entity option and click next. If you are a US citizen or you live in the US, then go ahead and tick yes. If you live in any other part of the world, go ahead and click no. Okay, what type of form am I trying to fill? I will go with the first option here. As you can see from the description here, that is the best for us. So click that and click next. Okay, here your name, which is the most important aspect of this form, is already pre-added here. So you can just skip these other options if you don't have them, and just come here and add your addresses. So here, pick your country. I will go with Nigeria. I'll skip the TIN info and click next. I'll come in here and fill in my residential address. If you have a different mailing address from your residential address, then go ahead and fill it. I'm using the same address for both purposes, so I will just tick this box and then click next. Okay, this is quite important here. There is what we call the tax treaty, and this is not really relevant to US residents. If the country that is selected has a tax treaty with the US, then come here and click yes. If not, then click no, and if your country does, then tick the yes option. If you're not sure, as you can see here, Google will indicate already if the selected country has a tax treaty with the US. Another way to know is to select yes and click through the countries listed. If your selected country is absent, then your country does not have a tax treaty with the US. And the implication of not having a tax treaty with the US is that Google might deduct up to 30% of any ad revenue that you got from your US audience. Now, don't get this wrong. I am not saying the total ad revenue, but the portion of the revenue that comes from US views. So, I selected Nigeria as my country, and Nigeria does not have a tax treaty with the US. So I will tick no and then click next. If you work for Google, then come here and click yes. I don't work for Google, so I'll click no. Tick this box and then click next. Okay, you should read this agreement, right? So to be on the safe side, click the paperless agreement box and click next after reading the agreement. Again, read and click the confirmation box here and click next. Again, click this box. Tick this one also. Select the yes button here, and now you are done. So you can go ahead and submit your ADSENSE tax form now. And now you can see the approved notification here.
So having watched that screen record of how Google tax payment form is being filled, your address and everything, the next thing is after that is being done, you've submitted. So you have to wait for approximately 3 weeks. But I want to tell you how I got my Google AdSense pin in less than 3 weeks, even though it arrived after 3 weeks because of the protest that happened in Nigeria. It was already in Nigeria before the 3 weeks. How did I get my Google AdSense pin? So guys, I have been watching other creators prior before my monetization to get tips and information, right, on how I was going to go through my own process when the time comes. And when the time came, I did my filling, my tax payment, my address, everything just like you watched. And one thing I learned was that from others actually is once you are done with your payment tax form and you're waiting for your pin, the post office, right, in your state, in your city, go and look for the headquarters of the post office in your city, not the sub branches, not the sub offices. I mean the main place that when the parcels that are being shipped into your city from the other state, maybe Lagos State or Abuja, wherever they ship it to first, the main headquarters that all other sub branches of post office do go to receive theirs, or where it gets to first before they begin to dispatch it to smaller, units, is where you have to go immediately you have filled your form. And if you have not filled your form, if you are monetized, before you get to that point where you fill your tax payment form, right, go to the headquarters of your state's post office, get their postal code, their address, everything, and fill it. Mine was that I did not go to the headquarters to get their own direct postcode, but I used the sub unit, right, to fill mine. But one thing I did was immediately after I filled mine, I had to go to the headquarters. It was really far a bit from where I live, and told them that I am expecting a parcel from Google. Immediately after Google sent me a mail that I should be expecting my parcel, right, which is the AdSense. So I went there, told them that I am looking for Google AdSense department. They took me to the Google AdSense department where they receive Google parcels, right? So when I got there, I told them this is what I'm expecting. Google has already notified me. I want to have your contact, and as well you have my contact, so that once it arrives, we can communicate and I will come pick it up. No need of you even bringing it to my house. I'm so anxious. Yes. Long story short, we exchanged contact. I tipped them a little token to, ginger them, appreciate them. This I learned before now. So this is not me here just trying to, make you feel somehow. So I tipped them based on my personality and collected the person's number in charge, and I kept communicating them. So definitely it arrived in Nigeria, but because of the protest, it delayed. So they didn't have to, run on the road to my state, which is Rivers State, Port Harcourt, because of the government properties, risking it during the protest, maybe if there was any crisis. So they kept it until after the week of protest. That was when it arrived, and they called me as planned, as arranged, and I went there, picked it, and voila, this is the pin. So immediately I got it, I had to go to that provision right there in the form online where they provided for the pin, inserted my pin, a 6-digit pin number, and that was it, guys. It now showed completed. everything was complete. And the next thing they asked me to do was to put my bank details, which I already had. My domiciliary account, I just had to fill my bank details. I went to my bank and got my Swift code, because there's one code that you definitely get from your bank. It's called the Swift code. I got the Swift code prior before then. I just filled everything in a nutshell and submitted. And immediately Google sent me a message that I should be expecting my payment, and my payment pattern reshuffled. They transferred the money that I was already due for payment for, and definitely voila, that was how easy and breezy I went through that process. So the key thing is, once you fill that tax payment form, or you are filled it, do not sit in your house and wait for them to come to your sitting room and deliver. Most times Nigeria do not even work like that. Most times the people working with Google or these AdSense offices, these post offices, do not even have that patience and time. You know how Nigerians can be most times with their duties and their job. As much as the pin is important for you, that's how you will stand up and go and look for it, or tell them ahead of time, right? That's what I say. Let me come and tell you people, so that you do not even go through that stress of waiting for them for the longest time, and your tenure and date for expiration for the pin to be inserted will expire. And you know what happens after 4 months? If you do not put your pin to verify your address, right, which is what I was actually talking about here, Google will assume that, YouTube and Google will assume that you're not a human being, and you will lose your money. Every money you have earned, everything you have earned will be lost. And know that before they will even ask you to verify your address and your tax payment, you must reach the threshold of $10, right? After you've been welcomed into the partner program, you will build your monetization to $10. Then they will allow you to fill that form. Sorry, I skipped that part. So if you do not meet up within the period of 4 months, right, you will lose your monetization, and you know how painful that can be. So many people have lost their money, huge amount of money. They didn't have anybody to tell them this. They didn't have anybody to talk to, because this street is a lonely street. So many people are not willing to respond to you. Even the people that are willing to respond to you want to charge you money. I met somebody here on this street that wanted to charge me a whooping sum of 50,000 naira just to fill AdSense and tax payment form, verification, address verification form, and the receiver of this pin for 50,000 naira. And even when I pleaded, the least the person agreed to give to me was, to do it for me, was 20,000. And I asked myself, what is this big deal? Because I was, scared about this process. I didn't even know that it was easy, and this was something I could do. So I took the bold step to do it myself. And lo and behold, it cost me nothing, easy. And that's why I want you to avoid this mistake, because you can do it. Do not let anybody scam your, rip you of your money that you do not even have. And these people are so greedy and wicked that they will not even come to realize that you have not even worked out anything on this platform, right? So I want to save you of all these things. If you are due for monetization, this is what it is. And if you're expecting your pin, stand up from your house. If you are done with the address form, go to the headquarters. Go and ask them before you start going to the sub branches. If they have sent it to the sub branch, go and look for all the post office there, and you will find it, right? Do not wait for them to bring it to your doorstep. It doesn't work like that again for most countries, except for the Western European countries, right? American countries, where their cities, their streets, and their addresses are very clear and well structured, right? So that is it for it. And if you want to know how much YouTube paid me in summary from the period of time I've been monetized, let me know in the comment section. Let me see if I will definitely share with you. Just indicate in the comment section. It's not to brag, it's not to show off, but to motivate, to inspire and ginger you all that YouTube actually pays if you put in the work. If you are serious, YouTube will be serious with you, and YouTube will pay you, and it's worth it. So if you want to know that, let me know in the comment section. And yes, I don't want this video to be too lengthy. If there are any questions, anything you want me to share about on this platform, because that's why I opened this channel, to help each and every one of us that are growing, to share my knowledge, my experience that you will definitely go and pay money for, to you free of charge. So signify in the comment section. And that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much. If you have watched up till now, give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, share this video so that more people can see it. Till I see you in my next one. But for now, bye guys.